here for Mobuzz TV on Wednesday, June 13th, and how about that Apple keynote speech, eh? One of the two main items that caught the attention of Mobuzzers in that speech was the announcement of a version of the Safari browser for Windows. Apple proudly proclaims it to be the world's best browser, and naturally wants their the best, to be available to all. Safari has about 5% of the browser market, which puts it in third place behind Internet Explorer and an ever-growing Firefox. And this is obviously a move to expand that share, presenting it as an option to Windows users and perhaps luring them over to the Mac side. And of course, how could any keynote speech be complete without the mention of the highly anticipated iPhone? Although from things that were said during that speech, many are wondering if it's not too highly anticipated. Particularly, people are raising eyebrows over the fact that the iPhone will have no software developer kit. Now, Apple says no SDK is required for the iPhone. Well, alright, it might not be required, but that doesn't mean it isn't desired. Apple says it's not necessary, though hopes are the SDK will appear in the future, because the phone supports Safari, which supports Ajax, and that should be good enough for anyone. Turns out it's not. Closing the iPhone off like that, many say, is going to be a tragic crippling of its potential, blocking the possibility of a killer app and preventing it from becoming the ultimate gadget so many believe, or at least hope, it will be. And any failure on the part of the iPhone to live up to its hype is, of course, an opportunity for competitors. So here's a look at one phone that definitely wants to be in the competition, the HTC Touch. It's already available in the UK and will be coming out in the rest of Europe and Asia June 15th, trying to get a jump on the iPhone, which won't be released in the States until the end of June, and in Europe in the fall. Of course, everyone's going for the touchscreen interface now to be in direct competition with the iPhone, but it takes more than that to be an iPhone killer. A write-up by an obvious fan called its touchscreen technology, quote, groundbreaking, but on the other, Mac fan side of the reviews, it's also been referred to as, quote, ugly veneer, cheesy new paneling over rotten wood. We're gonna guess the truth lies somewhere in between. For more mobile happenings, let's look at Japan for a moment, where now you can use your phone's camera to buy music. Bandai Networks and the online music store Label Mobile have developed a system called ER Search. You take a picture on your mobile of a CD you want, and the system searches for the cover art online. Supposedly, it can even be a photo or an ad of the cover, or an image from a TV or computer screen. Once you confirm that's identified the right one, you can just go ahead and buy it right there and then. Then you can have it either delivered to your home or downloaded to your phone. So far, this is only available in Japan for users with certain NEC phones connected to NTT's Docomo iMode FOMA 3G network. There's only one real word in all of that. Sometimes I think they just make this stuff up to mess with people like me who then have to recite it all. And another new mouthful brought to us by technical innovation, WiTricity, or wireless electricity. The technology is being developed by a team at MIT who is hoping to do away with all those tangled cords and chargers. The researchers recently reported in Science Express that they managed to wirelessly power a light bulb from a distance of several feet. They did it using a copper coil to create a magnetic field. Another coil near the light received enough energy from the field to power the 60-watt bulb. If this technology fulfills its potential, you could use these fields to charge laptops, which need only about 40 or 50 watts, along with phones or MP3 players, which typically only need a few watts each. Anything that cuts down on that hellish jungle of wires around every socket is always welcome, although then, what will my cat chew on? And finally, just a little tip about a new Google Maps mashup for those who travel or just want to help others to do so well. Troovy is a site where you can post things you think people should see. Restaurants, attractions, accommodation, whatever. They say it works by, quote, inviting people around the globe to become urban anthropologists, travel writers, and even citizen journalists. It's obviously only just up because there are very few things marked, and some kinks probably have to be worked out. For example, it might be good to have a prompt for the user to provide the address of the place they're posting. The one post in Spain, for example, is something somewhere off the coast called Space, which includes no address, just the tag on the map and a description of it as the world's greatest after hours. Awesome! If only I knew what street it was on. But all in all, it's got some potential as long as users take care to make their posts, well, useful. Well, that's all for today's show. Hope you all have a good one, and until tomorrow, what recommended sites from the place you're living in now would you post on Troovy?